아니 근데 생각해보니까 1회차 세이브 어차피 남아있으니까 1회차로 돌아와서 악보 모아도 되려나? 악보 만약에 있으면? 악보 다 모으는 쾌가 있나요 근데 플레이? 아마 있을 것 같은데. 아 있죠. 근데 지금 돈이 없어가지고 악보를 못 사는데.
Coincides hundreds of leagues away. That'd mean the crystal.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
난감하고.
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
얼마 안 남긴 했는데 이거까지는. 하 2800이라.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
어? 뭐 없다고요? 유적 조각 적어요? 아, 그러니까 악보를 받는 게 아니고 저 보상을 다 받는 게 플레라고요. 그럼 결국에는 뭐 비슷하네요. 비슷하지만 비슷하진 않네요. 어차피 악보는 돈이 많이 들어가니까 그거는 좀 다행이긴 하다. 장갑만 해놓고 백업 1회차 거 백업 해놓고 나중에 혹시 진짜 깨고 싶으면 그때 1회차 거 돌려가지고 해서 깨야 되나? 그럼 일단 간단해 보이는 거 먼저. 보석 주는 거 여기서 안 끝날 것 같은데. 마물. 기왕이면 뭐 채취하고 이런 건 다 꺼지시고요. 난 기왕 할 거면은 애들 조지는 거 하고 싶어. 풀떼기는 니들이 가서 뜯어와. 이씨. 아니면 2회차는 그런 거 없나요? 1회차는 명성 50 주던 게 막 100을 준다든지.
Say what you will.
그런 거라도 있어야지요. 2회차는 진짜 전투에만 집중할 수 있게 하고 싶은 것만 할 수 있게 해야지. 어?
Pining for something, boy.
서브캐 저거 또 언제 다 하니?
What is it? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why.
That long ago.
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Clap that there iron on him.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want my iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
왜 울는다는 거야?
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
말 잘 알아듣네.
Quick, aren't you?
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady.
Aye, good thing and all.
Your kindness is appreciated.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you.
Where to then, Torgal? All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless... you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in... To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
당장.
It's still here. After all these years. Lots smaller than I remember. You're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious.
말을 다 알아듣는 건가? 놀래니까 으르렁거리는데요.
This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on. Race you there? I bet I could still beat you. Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal?
진짜 귀엽다.
Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, Shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here?
이게 뭐야? 어릴 때 입고 있던 갑옷인가?
My sparring sword. Well, well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal, for never giving up, for never forgetting.
이 퀘스트 좋다.
Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either. That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming. I think I know where we're going.
이거는 근데 좀 일찍 왔어야 됐을 것 같은데 저 크리스탈 깨부수기 전에 지금 하늘이 분홍색 돼가지고
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
마지막 미션 하기 전에 하면 더 좋은 퀘스트네. 야, 이런 것도 있네. 이걸 하고 마지막에 토르갈 우는 걸 봤으면은 자 엉엉 울었을지도.
Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
The garrison said they take another 100.
Let's hope the Draper has Hortense's cloth.
뭐야, 천 받는 것도 여기 있어. 그러네.
Looks like you've got a thirst.
But enough talk. How about we... Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gift?
얼음 늑대는 한 번 주인으로 삼으면은 평생 간다고 하니까. 와, 근데 진짜 마지막 이거 하고 했으면은
Oh my.
Otto asked me to give it to you, to settle the hideaway's debt with the and to...
I thought you might finally be... Tell Otto he can keep his bauble. The man owes me nothing. My contribution to the restoration...
You once told me Sid did you a... I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake, and for Otto's, for all of us.
Otto is lucky to have you. I doubt anything could ever replace his son.
Otto had a son.
Long ago,
Yeah, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened. Whether there was anything he could have done.
I didn't know.
How could you have? Besides Sid, an ill habit.
지를도
Want to know the stones were
어디에
delivered?
있어요?
If he's still with us.
Seems the Duke's had a change of heart. We've got more pips than a
I
mouse
hear
got
the Duke's agreed to let us keep. Might I interest you in some
Just some linen.
Apologies, but your items, they were due to arrive on a caravan from My mother thinks it might be banned.
Yeah, usually.
Yes. Hopefully, wait.
Going to find it.
Oh.
아, 이거도 그냥 단순 심부름이면 좋을 텐데. 바로 앞에.
Got any more of those special dresses?
I've nerve.
Well met, Sid. This is the initial.
At your service.
Please. Just
Oh, the sergeant says you're...
to become a scout, yes.
I am.
And who would that be?
Gav. No magic, no support. It taught me what one, and I've been training ever since.
You clearly have good intentions.
So,
You haven't even. Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, and bring it here.
and bring it here. Right.
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost, and you'll need to assess the situation, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits. Right. I won't let you down.
안 돌아오겠죠?
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way. All right, Ember. Impress me.
가는 김에 겸사겸사 했네.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Thanks, Gal. Cole.
Just about. Sid,
Doris sent me to find you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in North.
Well, I'm here.
Only some. I want to help them, Sid.
You made the right decision.
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here.
All right, and please, hurry.
I won't let that.
Thank you.
Don't thank me just yet.
하하하하하하.
Yeah.
야, 이걸 못 올라가네.
These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is. Or maybe not. Damn it. Ember, draw your sword!
I can't.
Then run! If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
네모스에 대한 장치.
Gone.
막 누르는 건 안 되네.
Come on.
야, 이 어? 길게 누르면 나네요, 얘?
They're trying to get into the carriage.
저 망할. 번개는 빼자.
A friend. Why didn't you flee with the others?
Why should we run?
Perhaps freedom. Say,
Sid,
this man risked his life.
Fine.
What we'll do.
you can leave the rest to us.
Thank you.
좋아. 마인드업만한 게 없네. 다른 거 좀 써보고 싶은데. 별제 얼마나 써볼까? 아 근데 이거는 또 약한 애들 말고는 딜 다 안 들어갈 것 같은데. 땅이 없다. 이거도 지속 시간 줄이는 거 어디 있을 것 같은데. 얘도 그렇고.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
That damn bird's a
Straight home
menace.
now.
She meant nothing by it, I swear.
Who's gonna buy my wares now?
But
Is there something?
If you're a bandit, come to steal my...
it was you who
Only after that feather I demand recompense.
These goods are...
You wouldn't happen to be on your way from...
someone from the market centre.
So the fool has protection. Oi!
I told you
뭐야,
not to
이거.
call me that. And we'd have already
깡패야.
collected if you hadn't insisted we'd put on this little act.
Bandits!
As I told one of your customers, it usually is. Let's get this over with.
와,
With the bird
많이
lover,
다르네.
You take the handsome one, killer.
Stop calling me that.
To me, Flames!
아 유적파 폭력 근데 황급 아이템이에요? 똥이네.
All right, all right.
와일드 없어요. 생각보다 높이 안
Did he hurt
뛰네.
you?
No. He seemed intent on letting the bandit do his dirt. Our shipment is safe.
We can speak of that once you're safe in.
So, you and my mother were.
And were it not for the kindness of our... Now,
Oh, I almost forgot. I suppose you'll be wanting your linen. You'll be happy to know both bolts arrived. I've also added a few extra lengths of our finest fabrics to the bundle, free of charge.
Are you sure?
My mother would insist.
That's that done then. Now it's back to Hortense with her cloth.
Where is Ember?
He must have fled. He was just standing there. He was nowhere to be seen.
I knew the boy.
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower whilst...
What? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you then, Nazaire. And he did it all on his own.
But Sid!
He did what he thought was best.
Of course. Don't you leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
This one
내 앞에서
is
꺼지라는 말 아니었나요? 근데? 쟤 약간 고문관 느낌인데. 그래도 뭐 자기 임무를 완수를 하기는 했네요.
Clyde.
Don't worry. I believe this will more than...
What's this? If that devil ever drank...
You needn't worry on that. I can always...
Oh, no. Oh, there's no need to be... Speaking of which...
This one?
I've a mind to give a piece to Jill. Did you know she's quite the little seamstress?
I know needlecraft was...
Her lessons.
Not... When my father put down the uprising in the Northern Territory, Jill was taken as a ward to ensure that her father...
She's an honest-to-goodness... I could tell you. I'd offered to sew her something that might... But she'd most likely turn me down as she...
Don't take it the wrong way.
Oh. We'll see us.
Lady Hortense said she'd give us our dress.
You should have seen him. The thing didn't stand a chance.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yes. Truth be told, it was me who suggested... But from what I hear...
No. Ember lost his nerve in that, but he didn't lose heart.
Indeed it is. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back...
Wait, Sergeant. And this time he was found wanting, after all.
With a bit of hard work. But a scout's nose is different by sniffing out that log. Wouldn't do to waste.
Fine.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit. I'll show you.
그래도 뭐 애들 의지도 있고 뭐 하랴 목표도 있고.
But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else. And if you ask me, that time the curse breakers took some of the...
Couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will it?
Forgive me, Sid.
But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Remember that.
I will.
아, 이거 퀘스트 그냥 다 깨야 되나? 자꾸 악셀을 주네.
Sid, if I just... Or maybe I wouldn't.
Cole and the others.
No. I was lucky. What kind of leader? Since I should have urged greater caution.
We swore the same oath as...
It's good to see you safe and well.
With all due respect, no one with doubts ever joins our ranks.
We all know how much bravery that...
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Thank you. I sometimes wonder if I might, but...
You will.
보상 목록에 처음부터 악셀을 준다는 표시가 있으면 좋을 텐데. 얘도 주네.
Go. So, Lady...
Oh, but she threw it right back in my face, in fact.
Karen...
I hope it wasn't saying I...
I'm sure you were...
악셀은 받아야지.
There's something about it.
You alright?
Something troubling you?
No more. It's just... Eda's
I'm sure she'd like that.
back in the north. Families would always make gifts. I'll let the little...
So?
Now, the problem...
Is there anything? All right, then.
A good luck charm.
Not just any.
No. There's no luck in. Thing is...
Only the big...
That or the bird whose oar sits...
Well, there's no shortage of... I think I might make that my first port of...
You're a good friend.
Lady Carrot, go tells... Would you prefer that...
What that? I may have tossed it, but those were donations.
Of course not. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a poor...
Oh, fine.
근데 왜 나한테는 포션 값이랑 이런 거 다
Where'd you
받으세요?
even get this? A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much.
와, 진짜 장사 수완 장난 아니시네.
Might be you even know
1000만짜리를 3000만으로 풀려?
continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all.
I hear you ended up...
아니, 보석 있는 대로 그냥 다 갖다 드려 그냥.
I sometimes wonder what...
Speaking of...
Oh! So you
세 배로
remember what's owed to
풀어나가는데.
you, then?
I've seen that before.
Yeah. It was the only goblet Sid ever...
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame, both. How long did you know Sid before?
Before he died, back in the day, he bought passage to... We set up drinking Island rum until I quit my post not long after that. But me and Sid stayed close. There was the magic woke inside my sons, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family wanted the monster. I couldn't turn my back on him.
그래, 이게 정상이죠. 부모면
Forget what I felt.
아무리 배워라도.
And I couldn't for the life of me understand how they... Luckily, it was him who stood beside me when... Him. And he was true to his word, too. Threw away everything he had. I knew then.
아, 초기 멤버인가
He was
본데.
always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown.
오랜만에
But it
시드
can't
목소리
have been easy,
들어볼까?
bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall.
그나마 지금 약간 눈에 많이 보이는 건 저 카론 할머니랑 오토 얘 둘인가? 아 의사도 있었구나. 의사는
Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man.
한 명인가 더 있었던 것 같긴 한데 걔 혹시 가부인가? 가부였나요?
Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
되게 생소하게 생겼던데.
This is Sid's handwriting.
목소리 안 들려주네 근데.
Dear Otto.
I may be drunk,
아
but I
들려주네.
wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
목소리 씨.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
고계자 뭐만
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
좋구만. 아, 이 퀘스트 또 생겼네. 보자. 불사조에게 치유를. 불사조에게 치유를? 악세 줄 것 같은 냄새 나는데. 어? 디용이네? 디용 관련된 거면은 얘도 악세지 않을까요?
There's something about. You be careful up there.
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Ah, yeah.
You spoke of making amends with...
Then I should begin by this was some years ago, of course. At that time, to supervise, all to ensure that the future alas, I had not expected to meet with him again.
Have you spoken with him?
No, His Highness always seems so preoccupied, not when I know he dwells upon the evil of...
The guild weighs heavily on, but as you say...
When I first met him, and I did nothing to ease that. It is one of my greatest regrets, and what he truly needs, the blame for Dion's
I see. I'm ready to help you in any...
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern.
아이,
Apothecaries
뽀뽀리야?
across the ages agree that fabulists and fraudsters...
Well, I can't. Where can I find...
You have seen cultivated... Well, those which grow in the wild. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait. Whether they still survive there, I know not.
It's all right.
위험한 곳? 이건 단순 풀떼기는 아닌 것 같네. 위험한 곳이라고 하는 거 보면.
There's no way of knowing if Dora...
이거는 좀 연계 퀘스트네.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris.
I'm afraid not. My job, actually.
Did she?
Following up on some... Once they'd settled in. The bearers, you...
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her.
If she's not moved on already.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
저도 근데 뭔가 퀘스트가 잘 풀린다. 가는 길에 퀘스트 많네.
Let's hope one of the merchants here has what Gav needs. Excuse me.
Oh.
A silver chocobo feather.
Oh, or maybe not. There was a man stopped by near some gutted hovel. Most took him for a braggart.
We'll see. Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
My lord, Marquis, is that... It is you. I am Sebastian...
Of course. Yes, my lord. And what was so...
1,000 apologies.
It's all right.
I am here tasked with learning, and what I have learned, the gears of the realm. Your lord...
That sounds...
It is.
Alas.
They're both able...
So you want me? I'll need to know.
One I sent to him.
That doesn't exactly know.
Thank you.
아, 이게 전체 몸이구나, 저거.
I'll build a barricade so soon.
Look, Daddy. Shining so brightly. Isn't it pretty?
Yeah.
Just because the heavens have gone to wreck and ruin, it don't mean we have to.
Oh, dude, you've the look of it.
I'm looking...
That's the kid. No one has seen a silver chalk. Word is, they were all hunted for their... If any are still out there.
You're probably right.
I've got greens of all shapes and sizes. Colours too.
내려가야 되나?
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh, 1,000 the cash.
Can I help you? You wouldn't happen to...
But if it
was a silver...
Oh, yes.
It wouldn't be the... A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon Tride. It sounds all... It's too good to be true. But... Since I'm already here...
뭐지? 뭐야? 도리스 어딨어? 나와 씨. 나와 도리스. 이거 버그인가? 왜 안 뜨냐? 아 여기 있네.
It's been a pleasure, Doris.
I'll give your offer some thought.
How goes the investigation?
Sid?
You. I heard you were out here on your own,
Of course. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would...
That was her just now, wasn't so?
I'd say so. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. After her brush with those beast men on the road, she's dangerous.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort.
The Baum Archers.
여기가 초코부죠. 아 이것도 아까 패촌 이런 거 할 때 같이 했어 좋았을 텐데. 은초코보면 흰색이랑 다른 건가?
Time to fight. Tracks. They're not left by bandits for a change. More tracks. The chocobo was here. I don't hear anything.
그냥 암브로시아 깃털 떼면 되는 거 아니에요? 똑같은 거 같은데 색. 똑같네. 얘네들 진짜 실룩실룩 거리는 거.
It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Just borrowing a feather for my friend.
암브로시아 불러와.
Thank you.
아 근데 저는 또 뭐 다른 종인가 했는데 흰색이랑
Let's get this
은색은
back
또
together before they change their minds.
암브로시아 자체가 그냥 은초코보인 것 같은데 은색 초코보. 그쵸. 근데 똑같잖아요 지금 보니까. 눈에 상처 있는 거 그걸로 구분 안 하면은 만약에 상처 없었잖아요 암브로시아한테. 쟤네한테 뭐지? 암브로시아가 방금 은초코보 친구 만난 건가? 이렇게 생각했을걸요 두 마리라고. 그래서 대신 뭐 설득해주는 건가? 털 하나 가져가도 되나? 뭐 약간 저 그런 건 줄 알았어요. 친구 먹어가지고.
Here's the aqueduct. Now to find our stone wart. Yote mentioned blood-red petals. Just my luck. Well, won't be picking anything till they're gone. There's only one thing for it.
저 옆에 법사 새끼 진짜. 이거나 먹고 가자. 줄 살았어? 약한 건가 이거? 7만 들어가면 약한 건 아닌데. 아씨, 변신해서 뭐라고 더 빠져.
Better already. Here it is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive. Right.
헐.
Needs oil. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all. This should be enough. Ambrosia won't help me here.
아, 여기 그렇구나. 대학살했던 데. 근데 그거는 또 되나요, 그거? 뭐 약주머니 늘려주는 이런 게? 더 늘려주나요?
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
할 필요가 없네, 그러면.
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste. Lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try.
뭐 센 거 맞나?
So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I surrender.
Cid.
Ah, Doris. You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of...
Better fighting for a cause. I'm sorry, Cid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be... She raised me like a daughter.
It wasn't all terrible. You were always so eager to learn. But you proved yourself a master of both. How about it, my little...
I never swore my blade to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, master.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial...
All right.
I am.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Welcome back, Cid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sanbreak. Went quietly, or so we're told. And she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be all right.
I hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Cid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
아, 보상 뭐 주는지 알려줬으면 좋겠다. 악세 주는 것만 하고 싶은데. 아, 이것도 계속 있네.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escape. And something else.
How did she...
Finding bearers always was her strong point, and it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. And even better for her. Bearers with no one to look after them.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated.
Cid, I'd like to believe that and while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreaker, I can't let those bearers die in their cell.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, and we stay no longer than we have to.
Thank you, Cid. Chadwick. The thought of him held captive in the
Chadwick? Black
He must
Panther?
be very important.
He was.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit
어?
Walls,
레벤에
just beyond the
있었지?
portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can.
잘 모르겠다. 이게 전에 막혀있던 데인가 오늘? 맞네.
It was no trouble at all. Still,
엠버
I
왔네.
appreciate it. Clave, how'd you get on?
Any luck, you say?
Crystals crack. Where in the hell did you find it?
It's a long story.
Right there on the road to Eastpool.
Everything up there's been abandoned for years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter.
Don't blame yourself, Clive. They'll find a new home, after all. Anyway, what matters is, and now all that's left is to fix it to the carving.
I didn't know you could cut.
Reckon that, like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife as... And that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with. What did you say it was from again?
퍼트 에이비스 이거 그 마물 아닌가? 내가 잡았잖아.
One of my own at last.
So all those long nights in the pit
오,
finally bore fruit.
스스로 잡았다고?
Proud of you, Ember.
Don't speak too soon. I ain't done my trial yet.
제법인가? 재능 있는 친구네요.
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap... Oh, will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself.
엠버가 제법인데?
Yotei.
Yes, my lord. I'm sure it will serve us until we can find another source.
I'm very glad to hear it.
You and His Grace are very much alike. You think only of how you might help us.
No more than you have minding my brother.
I am honored that you... But I beg you, my lord.
I'll keep that in mind.
Ah, me lords.
How are you feeling?
Well, thank you. Is something wrong?
Wrong? No, nothing like that.
가부가 좋아하는
what
것
it is,
같은데
is,
느낌.
Go on, please. It's beautiful. Did you make it?
We did. Aye. It's from all of us here at the Hideaway. Your new family, like. It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when a band's on the way. I mean a baby. To let him know that they're part of the family too. Oh, I hope you like it.
I don't know what to say. I thank you, my lords, for everything.
If there's anything you need, just let us know.
I will.
Clive, fancy a swift off?
I could be convinced. Don't you think you've had enough?
No, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over. What with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could
be a big brother.
Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't. My whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learn from it. And here you are, after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword. I may have had one too many.
you may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks.
I know.
좋구만.
There's something about it.
How may I help you today, Clive? Your benefactors are a generous lot. All yours.
아, 대충 400? 400이라. 야, 지금 퀘스트 완전 생겼네. 조슈아네?
Ah, Clive.
Joshua, what's wrong?
I've received word from Cyril.
His will?
In the crypt, but after Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the... and in the process of doing so...
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well.
대저타라는 뜻은? 이어받은 불꽃을 안 깨면은 조슈아 계속 나 따라다니겠네?
Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by Akashic. I need to hurry. To the stables, girl. There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates. It's a different story inside, though. If Chadwick was being held here...
Don't give up hope just yet. Let me check the ground floor.
Then I'll search the upper level.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. We're risking a lot just being here. Better keep my eyes open for signs of life.
뭐지? 열리네. 아니.
Locked up tight.
Caution, brother.
후자?
Minimal loss of Waluda lives. Even the Imperials take better care of their br...
예상치 않게 훈련에 쓸 수 없는 베어러의 새 용도가 발견되었으니 실화냐?
They were feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared.
심하구만.
So this place was no ordinary prison, and I doubt they'll have taken... Nothing but a caching down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on. No lock downstairs.
I know. I've been reading some of the bearers die every day in service of their masters, but pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And not just those who could fight, but and those who wouldn't or couldn't.
I'm afraid.
Then we're too late.
Don't say that.
A key.
아까 그 반대쪽 열쇠인가?
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors down. Finish up here.
All right.
what we can find down here. A survivor. And she sounds close.
살아있는 애가 있네?
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone?
Some of the guards. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming.
Ready when you are. You poor thing.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. He must have sent you. Where is he?
Chadwick.
Wow.
Was that?
Monster's back. Chadwick.
세 보이네.
We have to get out of here.
Doris.
All right.
It's out there waiting for me.
베이모스.
I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
후자.
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen.
아, 이런
It's over.
와우. 그러니까 얘는 뒤질 때 그 메테오 안 날리네.
Are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before he was here.
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last.
Chadwick.
Come on.
No. I'll see that she's looked after from now on.
와칸다 포에버.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days.
She is. Slowly but surely. I thank the flames we found her.
I know. I'm sorry we were...
There's no need to apologize. How he fought That's the man I remember.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past.
Of course. You already met my former master. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to... For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. So we escaped. After so many years of training, the pull to serve.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were... And he died not as someone's tool.
Hyde Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles, and the curse breakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath.
Thank you, Doris.
공리를? 확실히 악셀을 하나씩 계속 주네. 퀘스트 다 깨봐야 될 것 같은데. 뭐가 악셀을 주는 줄 모르니까. 시설을 사요? 이 시설? 아.